Hello. Hi. Welcome to episode 3 of the Hour of Design. My name is Ricardo, and thank you so much for joining me. This is the third episode. I'm very excited to be doing this. This is still new for me, so if there are things that you don't like, feedback, please. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so link of the agenda is in the description below. What you will be able to do is to check them out. Give me a second. There we go. Is this good? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was hearing my own voice because I had the YouTube open. So back to our usual time, Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. That will be, so far, the regular for us. Getting on the conversation by using live chat on Twitter or YouTube. Whatever it is, hashtag live design, hashtag the hour of design. You can also get in touch with me through there. We're in pound live design at IRC on irc.mozilla.org if you do use IRC. Okay, do you code or do you want to know what really goes on at Mozilla and how is Firefox? What is Firefox made of? If so, I have the best show for you. Join Mike Conley's The Joy of Coding series. You will laugh, you will cry, like I say, but at the end is usually always a good time with Mike. He just introduced sounds, like sound bites, like Mario sound bites and stuff. It's amazing. Jeopardy theme song for those long pauses. So he's definitely ahead of the curve. On me with this one, but I highly recommend that if you are interested in code, that you check him out, and the link is there in the agenda. Okay, on to the Design Love Bomb of the Week. This is the third time I've been doing this. It seems to get good feedback. People like it, so I'm going to keep doing it. This is design that inspires me, design that I love, just all-around kick-ass design, to be fair. This is Headspace. Headspace is an app or, I guess an organization that is geared towards mindfulness and mindfulness training. So you can download the app and you can start getting tips and tricks, essentially a whole lesson as to how to become more mindful, how to practice meditation, etc. This has helped me a lot in the past. So I stumbled across this website, and I got to tell you, like, the reason why I downloaded it was because of this video. You won't be able to hear this video, obviously, so let me just mute it. There we go. Take a look at the animations here. Take a look at this video. It is extremely well done. Look at those little characters. I mean, I don't know. Does that not make you happy? That makes me happy. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, well, these people, from a design perspective at least, they definitely took enough time to very carefully craft this video, very carefully craft all these animations and all these little interactions. That feedback when you tap on the play, that's amazing. So I thought to myself, well, if the video is this good, the app must be as well. So this is when the little things in design matter, right? Because one can see that there has been care and craft placed upon a marketing tool, which is like an intro video. So this is when sort of all cylinders are firing, I believe. So take a look at those. Those interactions are amazing. Like, look, he's flipping pancakes or something. It's not the most adorable thing you've seen. It lands on his. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stop. Maybe I am a big kid inside. On to the wish list this week. Wish list is an opportunity for me to show you what I want to read, what I want to essentially read, because so far it's been books, and I think I'm going to keep it that way. Is this one? Yeah, this is a good. Okay, so this is a podcast. I'm sorry, a podcast that I want to listen. I haven't listened to it yet. CBC Radio. I am Canadian, so I listen to CBC. There is a show called Q with Shad. He's a hip hop artist, which actually I linked to last week on the music to listen to. Greg Proops is a comedian, so I want to listen to the podcast. So that's on the wish list this week if you want to take a look at, I don't know, hopefully witty comedy as to, I don't know, the pitfalls of humanity, it seems, because from what I hear, from what I read on these quotes. Anyway, that's on the wish list this week. Not a book, but a podcast. Hopefully I can I don't know, make it a little bit more exciting that way. Music that got me moving this week is Polly, and so I've been trying to be as varied as possible. I gave you hip hop. I gave you some like nice mellow music. I think I've given you some folk. This is some like, I don't know, like ambience music you could call it, but with some lyrics. So it's actually really good music. Check them out. Polly, and so One Big Particular Loop is the name of the album, and there's an audio link there. It is free to listen, so take a look at that. Okay, that was it. Now you actually get to see me work. What are we working on today? Okay, last week, if you caught my episode, I wanted to work on Play Store assets, but I had, zero idea as to how to start designing Play Store assets. So we did some of that together. We Googled, we figured out sort of like the best way possible. But at the end of the day, I didn't have enough information, so we sort of left it a little bit. I don't know, we sort of abandoned ship. Now, I'm happy to say that I have a clear idea of what I'm doing, and we're going to actually design some assets for real this time, for real. And a quarter week I'll get to later after, when we're done, essentially. So, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go here to GitHub. GitHub, I have 3 bugs right now that are open. The one that is highest priority and the one that is relevant for us is this one, the marketing material for Google Play Store assets. So if you saw episode 2, this is a very familiar screen because I stayed here like half of the episode trying to figure out what was happening. We need some graphics, essentially. We need high resolution imagery. We need some screenshots, and we need some like hero banners. So I started working on the hero banner, and I won't work on the hero banner today. I will work on a screenshot. So as you can see here, we wrote these questions together here, like questions that we had. So it turns out that we do not need a TV banner. That was just a simple mistake. Screenshots, we can use multiple, and then I reached out to Matthew, my coworker, as to like, what is the tone that we want to convey? Like, what do we want to actually, what message do we want to send out? And essentially, we want to hit these messages: create, discover, share, local, and essentially, Mozilla is free and open source forever. So we want to hit those messages. If you were making a video, one would say that you want to hit those beats in the narrative. So essentially, we want to do something like that, except this is not a video, and these are just static assets. So we still want to make it a little bit of a narrative, I hope. And like I said back to my first episode, the why of things. Why do I want to do this, and why do we want to design something that is evocative? It's essentially because we want people to be curious enough to download, right? We want to tap into what I consider is humanity's best asset, is curiosity. That's what I do. Okay, so someone's pinging me. Give me a second. Alex, I cannot join you for a quick game of ping pong as I am in this live stream. Okay, let's start. So I'm gonna go up Sketch, and the only preparation I've done here has been some screenshots. Like I've prepared the screenshots a little bit because that is a little bit of work that needed to get done. I had Tucker before. Tucker got removed. Now we want actual real content. I apologize for the sound in the background. Got a lot of people here today. So I have these 3 slides. I need, as you can see here, this is incomplete. We need to first design a share sheet, guys, a share sheet. So what does a share sheet look like? I took a screenshot of this, and I'm going to share it with you. Oh, hey, you can see this. Huh. I always forget. No. Camera uploads. And wow. So let's take a look at this. This is a screenshot of the Android that I have. So I have an Android. I took a screenshot of the Wunderlist app. The Wunderlist app uses a native share sheet, as you can see down here. These are my complete tasks. I bought a Christmas tablecloth, as you can see here. This is when live stream becomes a little bit embarrassing. I guess I bought decorations, and I am proficient in jazz, I assume, because jazz is crossed off. So hats off to me. Okay, let's look down though. There's a share sheet. There's a word share at Evernote, Wunderlist, Firefox, etc., etc., etc. So essentially, it's just a share sheet. When we tap on a share action item, this is what we need to. It needs to look like, essentially. I did reach out to Matthew, my coworker, and I asked him, "Hey, what do you think is a good? What do you think a good apps to feature on the share sheet?" So we have an idea of that, and that means I can start. So this is where they are right now. They tap on share here, and now we need to essentially design that share sheet that I just showed you. So let's do it. I'm going to create a rectangle. Actually, like that screen. Create a rectangle very quickly. I think I drank way too much coffee today. I'm very jittery. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I do think it's the coffee though. So I'm gonna make that white. Done, it's white. I'm gonna remove this. So I need to have the word share, I believe, is it not? Yeah, share, and then my things at Evernote. Okay, so I've been doing this for a little bit of time, so I know I don't need to measure this out, essentially. I know exactly what are the dimensions here. So Android uses Roboto, so we're going to use Roboto regular. 28 pixels is the standard for iOS for the OS of Android. So we're going to keep it like that, and I'm just going to move it here. So that is 30 pixel padding. And boop. Seems like we didn't do that right. There we go. So we have share. Now let's see. By the way, I'm only going to partially complete this because I really want to design a device with you. I want to design a device with you, and I want to start designing the actual screenshots. So we're going to do this very, very quickly to at least have an idea, and then I'm going to do the rest. Let's just do Facebook. So we're going to post it to Facebook essentially. So I'm going to look at Facebook brand assets or something. I think I've done this before. Huh. Okay. Really, Facebook brand something? Brands? Use of Facebook brand.com. Is that it? Is that it? This is not it. Is this it? Yes. Close to this. Boom. We need this logo. Online low res. We're not going to print it, so we don't need like 350 DPI. We just need like 72 DPI. So we're going to download it. Download it, started, save file, and downloads. Is it? Gonna open up the AI version of this Facebook logo. Boom. Copy it. Again, I've mentioned this before, but one of the amazing things about Sketch is that it does interpolate, understand vector items from Illustrator extremely well. So we don't need to worry about recreating assets or anything like that. Oh boy, I don't have guides. Damn. So, okay. I'm kind of winging it here, but post to Facebook. They do this in black. Is this correct? Yep. I'm going to vertically align this. Done. And I'm going to move this. Okay, done. So, accommodate for. So essentially, it's going to look something like this, right? But I need different ones. I need this is what it would look like with different assets, with different people, essentially, different companies, organizations. You know what I mean? Okay, done for now. because I want to continue, and it is 3:14, so I'm good time. I have good time. Okay, so I need to design some screenshots that you can see when you peruse the app on the Play Store, right? That is what we're all about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start this. Usually these assets, the screenshots take up the full width. So I'm going to make them 540 by 960 just because that's usually what I've been working on lately. The resolution I've been working on lately, the dimensions that I've been working on. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a background color, and I'm going to add our primary blue to this. So we have that. Let's see. I'm going to just quickly go back. I think I have had too much coffee. I'm just like zooming here. Screenshots can hit these messages. Create, discover, share, local, free, and open source. Okay, I want to do discover. And then we'll do create, I guess. So for discover, I did, yeah. So let's take a look at this. Can you see this? Meep. I made some very, very ugly looking sketches of what we're going to make. So we're going to make something like this. That's the device up here. This is the copy, and I have like two type treatments. They almost look alike, but to me, they actually mean something. And that's usually a good starting point, especially when you don't know what the hell you're going to design. This is good. Paper is the best. People will always tell you that. The best. Let's do it. So I have... what? Yeah. Okay. Discover. Great. I don't have copy, so I'm going to imagine that I'm a copywriter, because this shouldn't stop me, right? Discover great projects around you. Let's go for that. Okay, let's go for that. And let's, okay, that's good. We're going to make it white. So I'm using Roboto. That is incorrect. I need Fira, or Fira, because that's our brand, right? And I'm going to make this medium. Ooh, this font size is not looking too well. Maybe 34. I'm gonna center it, center that. Oh, something's wrong here. Something's not looking right. The main goal here is like to get something on the page. And remember, in our first episode, we talked about like overcoming the blank canvas syndrome, as I have come to call it. I don't know what other people call it, but that blank canvas syndrome is a nasty bugger. So we want to start getting ideas, putting them out there, and I'm not saying like let's hope that something sticks. No, we're doing it with purpose. I sketched something, so I know what I'm going to do, but no. But we do want. There are great projects all around you. Am I like... And essentially, at the end of the day, we can use either. The font, the copy will most likely change because, again, I'm not the best copywriter, and we really have to think about what is the feeling, what is the emotion that we want to get across with this copy. So we have some ideas here, different type of treatments. I can see I have discover great projects around you in line, but discover is more bolder. And over on the right hand side, I have a new line treatment. I just like the headline discover, and then lower down I have there are great projects all around you. So both can work, and we can do both. That's what I sketched, so seems to be good. Okay, I'm going to just duplicate this we need to work on a device. And usually I will source a device, but because we're live streaming this design, let's do it together. Let's design together. So I need inspiration because I have no idea what a device looks like right now. You know, one I like a lot for its design is the HTC One. My friend Ali has an HTC One, and I'm always liking it. I'm always looking at it. I need a visual reference. This is what I'm looking for right now. Visual reference, something that can inform what I design. I'm not going to make it realistic. I got to be honest with you. I'm not good at making things look realistic. That is just not, it's not my style. It's not what I tend to go for. So I tend to go for something that is a little bit more abstracted, a bit more flat, I guess. And to be honest, for me, it's very weird to see something real looking against a background that is just like a normal flat color. I need to see some texture in order for that association of a real device to be like normal. Does that make sense? If I saw this device on a very, very digital blue background, to me, it has this like weird like clash. If, however, there was like maybe like a photo or like I say, some texture, then obviously a stylized device would not work there, especially behind like texture of a patio or something like that. You do not want a stylized device or a flat designed device. No, you do not want that. You want the real thing. You want something like this. So, now that you know what I'm looking at, I'm going to just put it on the left-hand side here. You can't see it, unfortunately, but I can, so I'm just going to keep it here. And essentially what I do is I just keep coming back to it, looking back, and that informs the design a little bit more for me. So, oops. There we go. We're here. Okay. What on earth happened? Well, obviously, my artboard is too... I want to make it big because, you know, what we're working on here is vector items. I can't make it as small or as big as I want. The things that we can scale it. So I like starting a little bit bigger, and then if I need to, then I'll make that asset smaller, etc. So let's see, 780. So double of that maybe would be something like 1500 or 1500, 1560. Why not? Already starting to look like a device, isn't it? No, it is not. But let's give it some borders. So very quickly, take a look at that. That has borders, right? So you can see there are little corner radius, a border radius, and our current device does not. So let's take a look at how we can do that. Over on the right-hand side, I have radius, and I want to like bump it up like quite hardcore, or maybe more. Okay, that's fine. So with this device, so this is white actually. My friend Ali has a black one, but I think I want to do white because of the contrast between the blue. The white will look better, so let's make it white. And for now, I'm going to make it full white. I'm not going to go for a full white device. That would be a bad choice because we want something that can blend a little bit with the blue and not just like this looks like it's cut out, right? No, we want it to blend a little bit more. I'll explain it when we get there. So now it seems like I need a black thing that is like the width of this. Beep 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 mask it. There we go. I'm gonna make it black. Maybe not all black, but whatever. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. 1300 or let me align it first. There we go. I think that was a little bit too much. Oh no, sorry. This is correct. It looks about right. This doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Remember, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. We can work with this. We can just keep going here. This is where like the artwork would be essentially. Like this is where the device, where all the pixels live. So I'm gonna make it. So I usually make it like this, like yellow stuff, but this looks ugly. So I'm gonna make it. There we go. Make it something like this. It seems to be that we have some bevel here. So let's make it. Let's make it happen. 680. Beveling. No, that's too short. 1150. And what it's looking like 1150. Let's make it 1150. That's what I had it before. This has no radius. I lie. It does have a radius. It has like very subtle borders here. Make it like something like that. We want to, what? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Something like that, because at the bottom we have controls. We have here, there's an HTC logo, as well as the back button, the integrated back button that comes with the devices. So let's leave it like that. Does it look like a device? No, it doesn't. Why? Because it's missing its buttons. It's little things here. So let's see. What? Okay, let's try this. There we go. Maybe that won't work though. I think it looks like it's black. And I'm just going to duplicate this. I can make the something's happening. It was buggy there. Okay. So that's not right, because usually the lens is quite a bit smaller. 1, 2. And you know what, it's too light, so I just want to make it like very subtly. There we go, something like that. Very subtle, like stand out and show that it is indeed a camera there. So we have two small, very, very small, I don't know, I'm going to make them like 16, and I'm going to make it this color. Hopefully it'll work. Yeah. So we have two very small dots on the left-hand side of the device. If you have an HTC One, by the way, awesome. We're making it. Make it a digital version of your phone. And let me just very quickly get a guide here as to where the baseline of this is. And where this is as well. Perfect. So at least I can have a visual. Oh, I am incorrect. They're actually at the baseline here. They're a little bit above the baseline. So it's sort of like this. And I don't like odd numbers. So I usually do like always halves, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they're 16 pixels apart. Let's see, how does it look? It looks fine. You know, I do not like, I think it should be more. There we go. That looks more like a device, doesn't it? This does not look like a device. This looks like a friggin' square. This looks like a device. Comparing. Okay. Now goes the hard part, which is the. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, this right here. So take a look at that. All these little dots. This is what we want to do. So, I mean, once I create one row, then I can just duplicate that row and, you know, done. But we need to do it well. For the first time, we need to do it really well the first time, so that when we duplicate it, then obviously there are no problems. So let's take a look here. This is a 16 by 16 circle, so by comparison, it seems like we need to go like above, like below 50% of the, even less. So let's make it 8. And a diamond might be too big. And then go full width here. No, you know what? It looks fine. It looks fine. I don't want to rotate it, obviously. And these guidelines that I made before, it's actually going to be perfect for us. It seems that we just want touch. There we go. So that's where I'm going to be placing all of the dots, and they're very, very close together. So it might be too big. Yeah, it might be too big, but we'll see. Let's take a look. Not liking this. Hide my things, my guides, and what do we have? We have a, no, this is too much, too big. Let's abort. Okay, everyone, let's see. Can Ricardo get it? Bringing them back, duplicating, and this time I'm gonna go. Let's do 3. I said I didn't like them, but let's give it a shot, okay? So I'm going to select everything I have here. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Sure enough. Okay, so group this and duplicate. There we go. So please feel free to like grab a coffee, drink some tea, do a happy dance. We will be right back. I'm joking. This will go faster because now I can just start duplicating big chunks instead of single lines. There you go. See? Nope, I did it wrong. And so now I want to so sorry if I make weird sounds, by the way. Oh, nice, eh? Look, this is looking good. This is looking good. Looks like a device. Maybe the dots are too close up. Okay, but you know what? That's okay. That's my problem. You shouldn't see me tinker with these things. Let's move on. Oh boy. So let's move on. The bottom section also has. Oh, I have doubles. I'm sorry. That's why it looks weird. There we go. That looks better. So the bottom part of the device also has these like weird dots here. Take a look at that. Yeah. So they seem to be the same width, the same height. Everything is the same. Let's do it. I don't actually think we're going to use it in our screenshot. So over on the left-hand side here, take a look. The full device does not fit there. But just because I want this to look pretty, and remember when I told you in the first episode, we started using a lot of the patterns that I ended up not using in previous projects, etc. This is exactly the same for this reason. For this reason is why I'm doing the full device and I'm not just like jumping ship midway through. Even if I'm not going to show the full asset, I'd like to create the full asset because this way I can use it again and again and again, right? this way, I could even open source this, right? I could open source this device, and I could say this is the HTC One, and whoever wants it can use it. I could also do that. I just want, sorry, I want a little bit of an iris to this, so I want it to look like an actual camera. I might have to play with the grays a little bit, but sorry, let's see. Go. Okay. That makes me a little bit happier. So look at that. We have a device. I'm still missing a couple of things. I'm missing the HTC logo. It is $335 though. So do we have time? Do we have time? We've done enough work here, right? So let me just see. Can I quickly find? Close this. Close this. Can I quickly find HTC logo? Quickly. HTC logo. Famouslogos.com. HTC new logo SVG. I'm always like scared I'm gonna always click a very malicious website. So I could use this. It is Adobe Illustrator. So I don't even know how to download it. How do I download it? Quietly brilliant is their slogan, HTC. That's cool. I'm always interested in slogans. Though I find that they're usually like, they don't live up to the expectation of the brand sometimes. Volvo has, by the way, a sick, I think, slogan. There we go. Tagline, sorry. Tagline slogan. It's pretty much the same. For life. Yes. Yeah, for sure, right? Because like the history of Volvo, I'm not going to go to the Volvo website and sell you a car, but the history of the Volvo car is that it is very safe and that it lasts forever. So actually mainly that it's very, very safe. So when you say for life, you're implying many things, right? You're implying the durability of the car. You're implying the durability of you as a passenger of that car, that you're going to be alive if something happens, an accident happens, because Volvo is so safe. So, sorry, sidetracked here. It seemed like we never connected to this HTC logo. I'm going to just give it one last shot. And what happened? There we go. One last shot here. If it doesn't work, then that's cool. Detail HTC logo download. But I think I'm going to get a PNG version of this. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to do it, guys. Not for now. But thank you for bearing with me. I have a device. We have a device. We're good. Happy. I'm just going to group this and call it device. Sweet. So we're good. We're good. We're flying. We're flying away. This is obviously way too big, so I might scale it down. In fact, I'm going to do... Oh, will this work? Let's see. This might look very, very bad. That's why I moaned and groaned. No, we're good. Right, because I didn't use borders and stuff. I just used shapes. There you go. So I can scale it down whatever I want. So as you saw, I just scaled it down to 80% of the original size. No biggie. I'm going to copy this and paste it here in this Discover. As you can see, it is quite large. So we want to scale it down. And so we will. I'm going to scale it down, and I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to scale it down 65% of the... Ooh, that was good. A little bit more, though, but I was almost there. I'm going to scale it down 90% now of this new size. Look at that. So you saw the difference on the screen? I'm going to bump it up to 100. Look, and bump it down to 90. Nice. So that is new in Sketch, actually, this preview. They need to do a better job at explaining that it's going to live preview, because most people miss that. But 90 seems actually pretty good. So I'm going to move it up. And yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so the text is cutting off a little bit, but that's not to worry. Not to worry. We can move it here. Hold on. There we go. Which one do you think looks better? You know, like works better. This one allows me to get more screen real estate because the text is all the way up, and I don't do like the cutaway. However, I always need to let it breathe a little bit. Breathe. And it seems like the bottom one, the right one, it breathes better, I believe. It breathes better. It might be too much space, so we can definitely work on the spacing between the Discover, and then there are great projects all around you. But I don't know. Let's give both a shot. Let's not quit right now. We are here. This is what we want. We want to showcase the Discover view, because the message here is Discover great things all around you. So this is a sample project that I created for the purpose of sharing it in the Google Play Store. It's called the Best Places in the World. That can change, though. This is real, though. Laura, our field researcher, actually took these photos. They are amazing photos. I will post her Flickr account of all these photos that she's taken while in Bangladesh, Kenya, Rio, in Brazil, like you name it. Sorry, I just need to make sure that everything is selected. There we go. Okay. And this is where stuff can start happening that might look a little bit odd. So if it does look weird, I do apologize, because I'm kind of doing a little bit of a hack here. I want to use this as a mask, so take a look at that. I'm using it as a mask now. That gray content. So that gray content. Remember that I said I use it like green. Essentially, it's because it's a mask. It's never going to be seen. It's always going to be covered by the content. So because this device is small, this window is smaller. Look at what's happening, right? Our content is obviously larger because I designed this in the full screen. I designed this as a full screen thing. So we might be able to scale this down, but some weird stuff I'm pretty sure will happen. We can take a look. Actually, nothing terrible happened. So I will commit those changes. And no biggie, right? Like I'm not losing anything. I'm not losing any assets or anything like that. So I can make these modifications, and I can play around. I can experiment, and most times is okay. But sometimes I need to make sure that stuff looks great. See that line on the right hand side? That is incorrect. So that looks weird. That looks very strange. So, I mean, after our hour of design, I will go back and make sure that this is perfect, because I was actually making the viewport bigger, and I didn't want that. There we go. I'm back here, because I want this to be like very, very perfect. I want this to really stand out, and we have to make sure that there are no like weird edges or weird gaps. That's what you see here. So don't worry, I will do this. It just takes a little bit of like minutia, and I don't think I don't know. I wouldn't like you to see that, because it's too boring sometimes. There we go. So something like this. We did it. There we go. So that is one. Right, that's one. Now take a look. Like maybe we don't want this. So now that we have this content here, we have the device. Now we can start playing around with: is this blue the right blue? Like, should I use that blue? Should we use like something wicked, like orange, yellow? Sorry, or something like orange, or like red. These are actually standard colors here in Sketch. We have our own palette. We have our own palette. Interface palette, though, not really a brandy palette. So let's take a look. That's the blue that we've come to. So we have this. So much, right? So what I'm going to do, very quickly, it is 3:45. Time flies when I do this hour of design. I have, I'm going to have different things. And you know what? I think I'm going to, I have a design critique right after this hour of design. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give my team these iterations and these color treatments, and I'm going to say, hey, you know what do you think? What do you think looks best? Because look at this. I mean, everything's looking quite nice, right? These are colors that I've chosen, so they are meant to look nice. This is not luck. We have done the work prior, but I'm using these colors to inform the design a little bit more. So there it is, my design critique. It's in 9 minutes. It's okay. You don't have to leave. We have time. So am I missing anyone? I'm missing a red one, a yellow one, and this first. So, oh, I had to do it, didn't I? Replace my asset. There we go. So I have different color treatments. I missed out on the green one. I just realized I deleted it or replaced it. So quickly gonna do that. Make that green selection, and I have very nice. Now you know what we could do. Another option, because we have all these different screenshots. I have to produce about 5 or 6 of them. So each one of them can be a different color. Right? The first one could be orange, the second one can be blue, etc. So it can be different color. That is one idea that I'm probably gonna pose out there and see if it's a good idea. If we want to keep it like consistent, obviously the same color. You know what? I would vote. I'm gonna push for different colors. Definitely different colors. Yeah, because look at this. This looks so playful. And that's what Webmaker is about. That's what the app is about. It is meant for you to play with it, for you to create your own stories, create your own narratives, and move content around, like rotate the text, add some like wicked text shadow. Text shadow, do we have text shadow? Maybe it will come, not for 1.0, but it will come. But all these wicked things. So yeah, I think this is a great idea. Awesome. We made great progress in like an hour, less than an hour. Lastly, though, I do want to make this view a little bit better, because I do want to show it to my team, and I want to be able for them to have a clear, you know, the right hand side needs to be as polished as the left hand side, or else the feedback will not be fair, right? It won't be fair for the design. So let me just quickly, I'm going to make a mask out of this gray thing. I'm going to paste that UI that we worked on, the Discover view of the UI. There we go. Perfect. So this is one treatment on the left, another on the right. But we said we needed to work on this, right? So I will work on this. Let's see. It's too much space. So this is great, but I need another one here, and it has to be Discover. Discover, we talked about that we want it bolder because it's more of a headline, it's a little bit more of a headline treatment. So there we go, Discover. I don't know if medium was good or not, but let's take a look here. 44 pixels. I want to push this up a little bit more so that the device can have a little bit more screen real estate. And okay, Take a look at that, right? That's better. I have more screen real estate, and nice. I'm just going to duplicate this one because I want to also show this iteration in a different color, because I think it's only fair. There you go. So amazing, right? I mean, I think we've done great work. We created a device from scratch through a visual reference. So I just opened up an image of a device and I said, well, you know what? This is what feels good and this is what looks all right. This camera's still bugging me. This is not right. Let's make it better. So usually when you look at cameras, they have a very interesting glare to them, or like a little reflection, right? But what I want is, let's see, I'm not the best at, I haven't looked at cameras too much for me, but it's just, this does not look too good, so it could be better is what I'm saying. Oh, man. This is I'm almost there. I think I need a second layer or a third layer to this. I'm looking at my phone just to see what they do. Yes, sure, there is that reflection, and I can even look at the camera. Hi, and I can see that there is a nice little, I don't know, reflection there. But do I need to do that reflection, or can I just get away with just very basic shapes? Maybe I could, but maybe I could get away with just very basic shapes. I don't know though, because nope. I will need that. Gonna need that glare. This does not look like a camera. Like, it looks like an abstraction of a camera. This big black one, I made it full black, but I think that was a mistake. That's also a mistake. There we go. I just didn't want to make it full blacky because it's weird. This one is all right being full black, or let's see, maybe I want to make it just a touch lighter than black. What do you think? Let's see. This is with that slight light black and full black. I'm going to go with the slight light black because, yeah, that looks a little bit better. Full black is just too black, you know? Full white is just too white. Reminds me. Oh my goodness, it reminds me. We said we didn't want full white on this, didn't we? So, ooh, great catch, Ricardo, great catch. Take a look at this. So I'm gonna make it, see, hope you can see a difference. I mean, it's quite noticeable, but when you look, oops, there we go. When you look at the finished product, you can't really tell. So there's a very white here on the left hand side, and my bluish white on the right hand side here. Left is full white, right is that bluish white. So that's full white. I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna bump it up to 10, and you can see that now that's bluish white. Not gonna go all that. I'm gonna make it like 7 in saturation. So it looks like white if you don't compare it to anything else. What we're essentially doing is we're color correcting. We're white balancing this. Because the background is blue, it's full blue, I need something that blends in a little bit better than full white, because like I said, mentioned before, it looks cut out. So that looks a lot better and a lot more refined. Let's see if I can do it like that with this one. I don't quite think I'm gonna be able to, but let's see. Bump it up 7, which is what I did on the last one. Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. So I'm very happy with this because now the device definitely blends in just a bit better. And I mean, I'm always talking to you guys about the small details in design, but it is true. It is true. Full white, and I'm gonna give it that 7. And you can see just the smallest change in the white, but that allowed it to blend in a little bit better with the background. And like I said, what we're doing is we're just white balancing this device. Gonna do it with this one, and then we'll call it. We'll call it a day. I'm very excited about today. I think it was a great redeemer of last time. Because last time we didn't get much done, but this time we did get quite a bit done. So I'm very happy about that. Let's call it. I'm gonna stop short a little bit. That's okay. Thank you so much for being with me. One last thing. Let's see on the agenda. Yeah, the quote of the week. Quote of the week is awesome. This week, Kurt Vonnegut is one of my favorite writers. Of all time, really. And he said, I urge you to please notice when you are happy and exclaim or murmur or think at some point that you are happy. Just say to yourself, if this isn't nice, then I don't know what is. So essentially, always acknowledge your happy moments, right? Like, why not? Why not acknowledge happy moments? I think it's key. It's key to always be happy and keep it. Hold on. Whoa. Kept hearing this voice, and it was Barbara Corcoran, How to Hire a Shark. Oh, another great site now that I have you here is Brain Pump. Brain Pump, they're very small videos in which you can learn something new. Very small videos. I highly recommend you to check them out. So, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode number 4, which will air next week on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. We will be here. I don't know what we'll be doing. I can't tell you, unfortunately, but we'll do something, and hopefully we do something cool like we did today. All right. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.